these my last questions right here. I want to ask you about competition that you faced. So, most impressive player that you faced on a high school level. I'm not saying someone you saw or a 40 piece you seen someone give someone else. I'm saying, man, we matched up. Whatever. It could have been Wings. It could have been Metro. It could have been my team played against your team, and when I left, we went back to that hotel talking. Yo, son, number such and such.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. That's a good question. Honestly, I feel like, it's tough because I feel like when I was younger, I was more like, probably like amazed by dudes' performances and stuff like that. As I got older, it's just like, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just saying, at the time,
we played Marquette, and Marcus Howard gave us some work.
That's college, though.
You said
high school.
Oh, you talking about just high school?
In high school, because I'm gonna ask you, JUCO. I'm gonna ask you college.
Oh, okay. So high school. We talking high school.
Who blew you away when you was a teenager? That you went back to the hotel, you went back to the block. Yo, boy, y'all gotta see such and such. Yo, he tough. Da, da, da. Who did that to you in high school?
I mean, high school level, to be honest, I would say Whitehead.
Whitehead?
Yeah, I'd say Whitehead.
What impressed you about Zeke when you was in high school?
I mean, at the time, him and Bosh was going at it. Yeah. I'm gonna be biased if I say my boy Bosh. Of course. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but just looking at it from a different view, and not from a biased standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I would say just on like how you seen the difference.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like it was a difference.
And we used to talk about this too. How like. One of the main differences in their games is you could tell Bosh has a loosey-goosey, I play with my boys game. Yeah. And you could tell Whitehead was a well-oiled, tailored player.
Yeah, it was like...
Almost everything he did was very much refined.
It was sharp It was sharp, and then also just from a standpoint of like, you seeing he had good mentorship. Mm-hmm. Like, he had like the right people around him. Mm-hmm. Like, that was making sure he was getting the right work. Making sure he was like, focused on like achieving his goals and stuff like that, keeping the distractions away, all of that, the discipline and all of those things. Like, it's always, you seeing that sharpness when he got on the court early. And not too many kids had that, coming up. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, like you seen, cracks in their game.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I know exactly what you mean, man. I used to say the same. And I look at it from a trainer standpoint, and I was training at that time.
Right.
I ain't new to it. So I thought to myself, yo, he does a lot of shit the way that if basketball coaches made a textbook, he do it the way that we want it in the textbook.
Yeah. I agree. If we talking just like natural, like Bosh is different.
Yeah, Bosh is different.
Like Bosh is just
different.
Like,
no refined, no.
You don't really like it. It's like it just really came easy and natural for him. That was Bosh, because it was like you around him. Like we grew up together, so I'm just seeing like, yo, you ain't even really like work on that too much. Like, you doing that easy, you know what I'm saying? It just came like more so natural for him. So the two guys that was neck and neck in the city, that's the two people I put.
Who impressed you the most? So now, I mean, you can't say Bosh now. Who impressed you the most on the junior college level?
I mean, on the junior college level,
one guy that you went back to the dorm saying, yo, son is official.
It was a dude in JUCO, Naeem Stevenson. I think he went to, I forgot the school name. Naeem Stevenson, yeah, bro. He was
in the JL conference.
He was in the JL conference. He was like the leading scorer of that joint. I believe so, and he was hooping.
He went D1 after.
Yeah, he went D1 after.
What was impressive about his game?
Honestly, like for me, it looked awkward a little bit. It looked awkward. Like the game kind of came easy for him. Like you just like look up and you see he got like 30 or something, and you just like, bro, like you know, like some dudes you just looking and it's like, when did you score all those points?
Yeah,
and that's how awkward their games are. So it was just like, for me, I always kind of like in my head was like, yo, he's that like leading scorer in the league, like, and like, but like it was times where like I didn't even feel like he was the best player on the team, you know, like you know. But it's just like, yo,
silent buckets, but
silent buckets,
right
like he's getting to it. You know what I'm saying? And I say that as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's like big. You know what I'm saying? That's big.
On the Division I level, who gave your squad most work? Made you was really impressed.
All right, I ain't going back to the Marcus. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We played
Mr. 50-piece himself.
Bro, we played against Marquette, and it's like, every shot dude was putting up, it was just going in, bro. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was bad, bro. It was bad, bro.
But you went back to the hotel saying, what y'all was saying to yourselves, man?
Bro, we was just like, yo, damn, who was guarding him? Like, we was bugging, bro. Like, we was just like, yo, bro.
Do it play tricks on you? Like, seeing a dude is 5'9", a little pudgy.
That's what I'm just like, yo, bro, how is he
on you? Like, yo, how's this even happening?
Bro, that's what I was thinking in my head. And it was just like, yo, bro, the energy in the building, it was feeding off the shots he was making and everything. It was just like, damn, it's a long night. It's a long night, bro. And mind you, I wasn't like myself my senior year. We played in my senior year, so I'm not in the right position. I'm dealing with a lot, so I'm not.
And you defensive player of the year, but you ain't really looking like.
But that's an assignment where it's like, if I could be there and show like, yo, I could stop, I could limit him.
Right.
You know, that's notice. That's notice, and that was like things that my goals for like, you know, the future. But at the end of the day, like, I let the guards deal with that. You know what I'm saying? With the position I was in, but that it was bad. It gave them work.
Nah, he was official, boy. And right now, he building a hell of a career over in Europe. And he's mentioned how he ain't too pressed about getting back in the league. He cool with having a hell of being a legend in Europe, which is
cool.
It's cool. Like, it's better than fucking riding the pine or flip flopping between the G and the league. Here and there, man.
My thing is, bro, just whatever you're doing, bro, you're gonna make sacrifices. Everything ain't gonna be rosy all the time, but just make sure you're happy with what you're doing, bro. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, you see the Dwight Howard, bro. Like, say what you want. He in New Zealand. He having fun.
Taiwan.
Yeah, Taiwan. I said New Zealand. Yeah. Taiwan. He in Taiwan. He enjoying himself. He having fun. He's shooting threes. He coming off board screens and stuff he'll never be able to do in the league. But like, that's what make him happy, and he felt the way about being in a league where like they put a label on him, like, yo, you're not that player no more.
Yeah.
But he looked so much happier just doing it how he want to do it, and going out the way he want to go out. You gonna drive yourself crazy trying to please certain people that's putting labels on you, and just doing certain things in life that's not making you happy, bro. And yo, for your own mental, bro, bro, that's what you gotta do. You gotta embrace it.
Sometimes you gotta do what make you feel like a kid again, bro. Like, that's what I've learned, like, in this journey, bro. You gotta do what make you feel like a kid again. What gives you that kid-like joy. And like you mentioned with Dwight, bro, he looked like he back at Atlanta in high school again.
Bro, he having fun, bro. I seen him on the league. Yeah, he put his pride aside the year he won a chip with Bron. You know, like, that's all. It's gonna be sacrifices too at certain times, but later you started to see like the joy wasn't there too much. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, you just gotta look yourself in the mirror and just like, Russ, he accepted his role. He's having more fun. Like, you know, you gonna kill yourself thinking like, yo, you that same player. You don't want to accept the role.
It's very hard to let go of what
it's hard to let go of certain things, and it's that reality check sometimes too for people. And like, coming from New York, we hard headed. Like,
we hardest headed.
We think we this. You go to college, you're not getting burned. You here, you blaming everybody, pointing fingers. Nah, bro, it's you.
Inviting people to the Frank stand, you want to throw hands, this, that, and the third. Man, we can talk about New Yorkers all day. We think the world really revolves around us. And you see it when we get other places. How people like New Yorkers because they look the fashion, the rap, the this, but they kind of don't like us in the same breath because they
confidence.
Confidence. You loudmouth, this, you that. You talk a lot of. You got jokes, and New York and the country boys like, yo, come on, man, you running all these corny jokes. I hunt deers on the weekend. I don't know about all this fast talking stuff you talking about. Facts. So before we wrap this up, I asked about every level. I want to ask, who impressed you the most in Denmark? That's the only country you played in. So I want to ask, who impressed you the most on the international professional level?
That's another good one too. Got me thinking.
Was it a local? Was it an American? Was it, you know what I'm saying? Who really popped your top? When you texting Bosch or somebody, yo, bro, listen, son over here, he might be headed from one of them countries, Germany, Greece or something.
I ain't gonna lie, it was one dude, it was one dude, he was like about like a footer. Could shoot, bro. Like Randers, he played for Randers. I think he playing for Celtics G League right now, but
he was American.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget his name too. Yeah, but he played for Randers. Like 7 feet. Could shoot with a nice nice little 3-ball, bro. Like, feel me? Like, you see the potential in his game, bro, at that size. Like, you seeing dudes like Wembanyama and, like, these dudes coming up. You got Bol with the size that and how they could, like, move and stuff like that. And they showing also.
He had ball handling, too? The footer? Or
I wouldn't say he got, like, the crate. He got to add that to his game, though. You know what I'm saying? But just, like, it's impressive to see, like, you know, you at that size and you can shoot that good. You got good mobility, you know what I'm saying? And finish around the rim, rebound and stuff like that. Like, you know, that's not common. Right. You know, so that's why I'm gonna give more notice to that. You know what I'm saying? To him and stuff like that. You know, you see a lot of guards that could do certain things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a player that caught my eye. Like, I was like, oh, okay, yo, you feel me? He had a bad attitude, you know, but you know.
All right, man. Well, Souf, man, I appreciate you sitting down with us today on Rip and Go, bro. Appreciate all the knowledge, all your very, very candid, kind, and honest answers, man. Hope to, you know, sit down with you again sometime soon.
For sure.
You anybody you want to shout out? Anything you want to say?
Nah, man. Yo, like I said, this is, you know, to just give back, tell my truth, and you know, it's for the youth, man. For everybody just out here just trying to, you know, level up and make it and stuff like that. So
for sure. So appreciate that, man.
You already, bro.
All right.